Hello, welcome to episode 4 of the Bedroom Studios official podcast. I'm your host, Michael Butts. Joining me today is Jordan Robinson, aka
Jaethoven.
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 So, when I first met you, you were like, "My name's Jaethoven," and I'm like,
Sure.
like Beethoven?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I was like, "What? What the hell? How did you come up with? What made you think? You know what? I'm cooking here. Let's use Jaethoven."
And Beethoven was baptized on my birthday in 1770.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And you were like,
Perfect.
perfect. Jaethovn.
E-N.
Oh, there's a V in there? Or there's an E in
There's
there?
an E in there. I saw The Weeknd didn't have an E in his name, and I don't want to be that guy.
So you changed it to
Yeah, I
J.
was like,
Oh,
nah.
okay.
I did think of VN first, but then I was like, don't be that guy. You guys might sound too similar. Yeah, Blackachino. Like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to be Drizzy in The Weeknd. Okay.
Drizzy. Oh,
Okay.
God. Don't be Drizzy Drake.
I'm not.
After friggin' Kendrick bodied him.
Yeah.
Wop, wop, wop.
That's a hard one for the light skins and the Canadians.
Ain't that you?
Yeah. Now the Gen Z whiteys are complaining, and I have no sympathy because I'm over here going through my own trauma.
Telling
Yep.
you can't say the word anymore?
Can't say that anymore.
That one was completely out of left field. I was just listening to the songs, and I'm just like, okay.
But that's just me, I guess. It's like,
I mean, I can't relate. I can't say it. So.
no, I can't give out day passes anymore.
You can't give
Y'all get a little
day
excessive.
passes. What is this? The gym?
Y'all think, like, here's the thing about white people saying the N-word. If there's 2 black guys around, try your luck. If there's 1 black guy around, don't ruin it for him, because there's nothing worse than white people coming up to you like, "Oh man, are you okay?" 2 black guys in the room, we just go do some black guy stuff, and like, you hear that motherfucker? Yeah, that motherfucker. Shit. All right, you good? Yeah, we're good. We good.
We good.
we straight.
So, listening to your music and working on some of your songs, I've noticed like a few of the songs. Some of them are just like run of the mill, very upbeat, poppy sounding, and then a few of them it's like vulgar lyrics.
Mm.
And when it came to songwriting, where you're like, you know what, let me cook here for a second. Let's see how far I can get into the rated R category, and people still bop their heads.
Mm.
Was that the goal for like say like Celebration Ceremony or something like that? Was that the goal?
Celebration Ceremony. I feel like you can put a really basic concept of music together, but if you don't say the absolute most hardest thing, like the most like embodiment of what that music is, then what are you doing? Someone's gonna take my lyrics off that and say something way cooler, but you're not gonna outdo Jaethoven. So you gotta take it to like another level. And honestly, the music dictates what I say on the song. So
And
it just started with, I don't want another woman to try to understand me. And then just like, this is what it is. And then I just extend it into a bunch of vulgarity.
based.
Yep. Pretty much.
And so like something on the other line of the spectrum, I guess, sheriff. I mean, everyone hears that, and it's like everyone's like, oh shit, yeah, we're bopping our heads, we love it. And then it's like, when I first heard the song, I thought it was just some like cool modern R&B pop song, and all of a sudden you go live and you're like, this is a song about police brutality. I'm like, oh, oh, and then I listen to the lyrics, I go, oh.
The whole song.
I honestly thought it was about like you being attracted to like a woman cop.
That is actually how it started.
You got pulled over by a woman cop, and you're like, damn, I gotta control myself here. I'm acting up.
No, not quite. It was so long story short, this woman is a cop. I found her very attractive. We were talking for some extended period of time, and she's really cool. But she basically it wasn't gonna go anywhere, and I was like in my feelings, And then I played that chord progression out on the guitar, and that's just kind of what it turned into. It wasn't like an intentional thing. I just kind of played for about 2.5 minutes straight, and then I just cut it at one point, and then I just looped it,
Hmm.
and then I cut some of that cut, and then I put it here so it's different from the rest of the song.
I do notice on some of your songs you have that R&B feel, you have that pop feel, you got some of that neo soul feel depending on
Mm.
what song it is.
Yeah.
Um, Probably the most like neo soul I can think would probably be like "Don't Call Me No More."
Mm. Yeah.
Even though it's just simple four chords, but it just feels like neo soul.
Yeah.
And bass chilling. There's not even like anything spicy going on until you get to the guitar solo, and it's like, there it is.
Mm.
I do like what was it? Well, one thing I will say though, your ability to take takes and takes and takes and takes of different things.
Mm.
When it came to like, oh goodness, when it came to
The Fear Again.
no, not the Fear of Again, that was my doing. Um, when it came to what's that song called? So
Complicated
Lost.
Feeling. Oh, So Lost. Yeah.
Yeah, complicated feeling. That was but that wasn't that much to work to like constantly go through.
Yeah.
But then complicated feeling was like 100 vocal tracks, and I was like, why?
So Lost was 100.
So Lost with 100 vocal tracks
Yeah.
alone,
Yep.
and I was like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we did Fear of Again, when you add in those, I was just like, I gotta add these choir pieces in, and I was like, 30 tracks later, okay, we're good.
Mm. Dude, I listened to that song again. It's about as close to perfect as you can get.
My mom loves that song. She's like, Is that gonna be on CIOE? And I'm like, they're sticklers. You gotta have something digitally released for them to put it on. They're like,
Yep.
oh, he's got to release that. My mom
The
loves that song.
the one thing I like about that song is that you can either go one way with it
Mm.
or you can go the complete other way with it. It's completely like male, female, whichever side you want, because there's
Well, that's how
big.
I feel because you're when I hear it when you're in the beginning, the first two chords, you do it differently live now, but in the recording you play A flat major and then you go D flat sus2 in the verse. Then
Mm.
all of a sudden your chorus is you go B E flat 7 A flat minor E, and I'm like, where did we go? Like
Mm.
we're just in A flat, then all of a sudden we're in B major with a major like 3 where
Hmm.
like or a 3 dominant 7 when the 3 should be minor. I'm like, where are we? What are we doing?
It's like,
Yeah, it's like you hear B and then all of a sudden you go to the E flat 7, you're like,
mm.
this is Beatles as hell.
Yeah, dude. I recorded a bass line on that song, and then yours is a different actual note, and I was like, it goes. I was like, oh, that's
What do you
that's
mean?
that's so like I don't know exactly. I don't even know the chords that I played. I just know how to play it. But you play it. You play a different like. You kind of just slide up like from one position to the next, and it's like that works.
Oh, are you
That
talking
works.
about are you talking about in the chorus line?
No, the actual verse portion of it. After the intro, you're like do, and mine will go do, but you're just like do. I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's A flat and D flat. That's what I'm on. So
that shouldn't
bum
that shouldn't
bum
work.
bum bum
Like it
bum
shouldn't work, but
bum
it becomes a new
bum
song. It's like I've
bum
never
bum
heard
bum
something like that
bum
before.
bum bum bum. And
Yeah,
then when I go into the chorus, I'm just like descending down, just I'm
yeah.
just doing that. But yeah, I kept it very simple. It was two chords. I'm like, you can't really I'm not gonna do a lot in this verse. Keep it simple and let the vocals do its thing.
So it's just
Oh, doing the
that
especially when it
too.
comes to the chorus, like oh the fear of again. And so what I'm doing is I'm just doing the chords. So
Yeah.
I'm just going root and third. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going like, so it'll be like B major. So it'll be B and D sharp, just and then I slide up to E flat and G, which is a root and third because it's a major dominant
Mm.
7. So Slide up to
Yes.
A flat minor, slide down to E, and then the second time around, as I go B, E flat, and then I go all the way down for A flat instead of going up. That's what I do on the verse, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not gonna be in the way.
Yeah. It's one of those things like it shouldn't work, but what are you gonna do about it?
Oh, it's one of those things that it's always weird when you hear it, and when it's in conjunction with something else. Like a good example is "Dark Necessities" by the Chili Peppers. Right at the end, Flea's going
Mm.
boom, bum, 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 bum. He's just doing that with the chords, the chord progression, and it's literally just the root and then the high third. So he's just using E and G string. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
That's when I learned about that like
I
years
do
ago, I
that
was like, oh, I'm gonna use this
frequently.
somewhere.
Whatever, like literally, if you take the Chili Peppers, Usher, and some of today's more modern music,
Mm.
that's Jaethoven.
That's Jaethoven.
Yeah.
Really? You're not even gonna count like Seal or Jay Dilla in there,
I think
or
I'm
D'Angelo?
there's some stuff in there, but I can't name more than a few
Maybe
of their songs
Jackson?
really.
So Michael Jackson? No, really?
No, Prince. I'm
Ugh.
more of a Prince than a Michael Jackson guy.
I'm a big MJ guy. I'm not the biggest fan of Prince.
It's just something about like you're not supposed to do that, but god damn does it ever work.
Well, that's the same with Michael Jackson. If you go pay attention to any chord on a Michael Jackson song, it's all jazz chords. It's straight jazz chords. Go listen to Dangerous. Go listen to that song. Go pay attention to the chords. The chord sheet is available online, right? Go look at the chords, and you got to think that doesn't work, and then go listen to Dangerous, and you're
I
like,
don't know what I'm looking at. Like you know good and well I don't listen to, I don't I play music. I know how to play it.
no, like if you have like a chord sheet out and it's gonna state all the chords,
Mhm.
right? Just look at that, and like if you play the chords, you're gonna be like, no, this ain't it. And then if you listen to the song, you're like, oh, this is actually it.
Mm.
And it's a lot of just nonsensical chords, but it fits.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
every Michael Jackson song, and you can thank Quincy for that.
Yeah.
It's all jazz chords.
True.
It's actually nasty. I love it. If you go listen to Thriller, actually, like just sit and listen to Thriller. It's just straight nasty. It's just nasty. That's all it is. The best way to describe it.
Hey man, I'm a Prince fan before I'm a Jackson fan. Doesn't mean that. Oh, Bob Marley too.
Really, some reggae in there?
That's a big one. Yeah, just the style. Like most of my hammer-ons, like I basically learned how to hammer on from open E to F2. Like that's where Sex on the Beach for me. That's how I came up with that. Bum, 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 bum. Like that's
okay.
entirely Bob Marley. And that's where I figured that out from, where I could just hammer on. I could hammer on to a lot of different things to like open up a song. Like if you've ever heard Beautiful Dreamer, boom boom boom, doo doo. Like that's pretty much Bob Marley with a twist of Mariah Carey. You never know it's Mariah Carey, but it's Bob Marley, Mariah Carey. You'd never know that that's where the inspiration from us for that song came from. And then
really,
the lyrics
actually
just
Mariah Carey.
literally, legitimately, I was sitting on that guitar, dude, boom, for the longest time.
Huh.
Yeah.
When let's see that.
It's light-skinned artist, man. Alicia Keys. You name a light-skinned artist, I'll give you my favorite song right now. I don't even know who we're talking about. Bob Marley, light-skinned artist. You just go with what you know.
Is that so? It's just the light skin vibe. Is that all it is? Is that the best way to describe music? Light skin music.
Pretty much. It's just taking it to that next level.
It's so basically, it's like it's that real
Mixed emotion.
mixed emotion. It's that real music you put in the effort, but it's saucy enough to please the white folk. I guess that's the light
Yes,
skin music.
the white folks are entertained.
The white
you just
folks
gotta play something a
entertained.
little upbeat.
Yeah.
You bring them in with that sultry rhythmic pattern,
Yep.
and then you liven it up a little bit with some curse words, and then
Yep.
you take the tempo up to 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. and then everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, this is so," and then he's just here like, they don't know.
They have no idea what
They
that
don't
means.
know.
This is a song about police brutality, about how whack police brutality is. Oh.
Bang bang.
There's a new sheriff in town.
I will say though, Cody was actually the first one to point this out on your chorus for sheriff. You do that bang bang. There's a new sheriff in town. Bang bang.
Yep.
Bang bang. Bang 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 bang. He's like, I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah,
And I was like, no, or Jordan wrote that. And he goes, no, I swear I've heard that before. So we're searching through. All of a sudden, a Cher song is the exact same bang, bang. And I'm like, no way, dude.
Shut me down,
Yeah,
bang, bang.
bang. Yeah, it's
She
the
gotta live
exact
without
same.
me around.
Bang, bang. It's even that, too.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? I was like, did he intentionally do that? Or does he even know about this? And I brought it to your attention. You're like, oh, shit.
Oh, you mentioned it. Here's why I said, oh, shit, though. I thought it was the Fugees.
The Fugees.
I thought it was Lauryn Hill or someone of that ilk.
No, something
Like the
Cher.
early 90s, maybe the early 80s, maybe the mid 80s. I had no idea that was Cher.
Sonny and Cher.
The irony that Sheriff would be a Cher riff. And there's actually
Yeah.
a couple of copies in my email of Sheriff spelled with the S.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, actually, I didn't know how to spell Sheriff. I thought it was spelled with a C. So most of them are spelled with a C. And I was like, oh, that's how you spell Sheriff. And then when you told me that, I was like, well, Cher, I might as well just keep the C in there.
As Sheriff. Yeah, because Sheriff is Sheriff. And then when I saw the title for Sheriff, which is Cherr.
R.
Yeah.
Sheriff.
And then it's just like, now it's like, oh shit, Sheriff.
Yeah, it's a Sheriff.
That's a double entendre. It's a Sheriff talking about a sheriff.
Yep.
It's like, bang,
Hello,
bang.
Mrs. Officer.
Normally I wouldn't talk to you. I will say though, in that song, your voice changes so many times.
Yeah.
So many. I was like, is this deliberate here?
Yeah.
Like the beginning, the opening bit, you're just like, I'm taking, I'm dodging,
Yeah.
your voice so deep, and then you go, hello, Mrs. Up. No, hold on.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Officer.
Don't do me like that now. Come
I'll
on.
do you like that. And then, second verse is completely different. Third verse is different. I'm
Yeah.
like, what was? Whoa!
What is going on here?
What is going on here? Making me sound like, oh my god, yeah, the fake car sound.
Yo. Dude, I do
it.
so that honestly most of my singing is just voice impressions that I just figured out. Then I figured out how to sing again, and I was like, okay,
All right,
how
calm
to
down,
take care of your
Timbaland.
voice. Well, seriously, like, you want to hear a Honda Civic?
No.
Okay, well, we're in Sackville. I'm sure you're used to it by now. But just
Yep. Yeah. Get one of those super rice cars. You get the.
yeah, no. I'm working on it, but very soon, very soon.
What, you're gonna sound like a riced out Subaru?
I'm trying. I'm trying to make like popular sounds with the gifts I'm giving. Like it's interesting to me that I can do that.
Oh, it's like anybody doing impersonations on anybody.
But it shouldn't sound that good. like I don't know.
That's the whole point of an impersonation.
But not to toot my own horn, but like, hello, Mrs. Officer. Just straight into rapping. Like I do from the top, middle,
Light skin
lower
music.
mid. This is like head voice, chest voice, belly voice. It's just cool that all of them sound good.
Light skin music.
Yeah. It's a mix. It's a mix
Pleases
of
the white
emotion.
folk, but it's it's that hard. It's that hard.
It's like
black
Bee
genre
Gees and
stuff.
Teddy Pendergrass.
It's Bee Gees if they were like not white.
Yeah. You just-
So, talking about a bunch of the songs that I have, heard, played with, and or have mixed, what have you been doing? Like, I know you do solo shows, but what is on the resume? Like, what is your resume for being a musician?
A lot of solo gigs, a lot of recording,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of actual practice.
I meant gig-wise. What's on your resume?
Uh,
I know the
just
solos.
the solos.
Really? Nothing?
Mostly just the solos.
Aren't you the bassist for Ponchkin?
I was the bassist for the Ponchkin. You were in the Ponchkin too.
Yeah, that thing died now.
Yeah,
That's dead.
I missed the Ponchkin.
Oh, I don't.
What you missed it in the beginning. It was wonderful.
um, were you before Big Curly Hair Nate, or were you after Big Curly Hair Nate?
I don't even know who Big Curly Nate Hair is.
You don't know?
I didn't even say that right. That's
No,
how unfamiliar Nate
he
is to
sometimes
me.
shows up to
Does he
what's
have
it?
a veiny forehead?
No, no, no. He sometimes shows up to Noah's open song circles. He was the big lanky dude with the big curly red hair, and he just had his bass, no strap. Just
I'd have to see him to know.
yeah, he was everywhere, and then all of a sudden he just wasn't.
Yeah.
But I saw him in like photos for the Ponchkin Collective, and I was like, oh damn. When it was just RJ, Mike, and Nate, and I was like, oh shoot, okay. And then a lead guitarist brought on, and then Nate's not there anymore. It's you,
Mm.
and then Maceo, the rest in peace Maceo. I never met the guy,
Yeah.
but Celebration of Life made Cody and I cry.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant like on the recent resume, but yeah, that was like the first actual introduction to paid gigs was with the Ponchkin.
Really, no solo gigs beforehand?
No, not
Same.
really. People would. Yeah. I was busking.
Oh, I've never busked. I just find, oh, this is
You're
probably gonna piss a
screaming
lot
and
of people
shouting.
off. Busking is just like, again, this is gonna piss people off. It's just
I'm probably gonna agree with you. So
unnecessary.
please, by all
It's
means.
just unnecessary and just a complete interruptance of people's days. They're just trying to go, they just
Mhm.
walk by and they just hear someone singing. It's like, damn, I didn't ask for that.
Yep.
I did try it though once with Leon and Josh Pelham. It was fun, but it was like late at night, so no one was
Mhm.
giving money. So I was like, yeah, it's not bad.
We actually did clear some bank. Like here's the thing about when I was busking, I would just aim my voice at like something to propel my voice back to me. Because I would
Okay.
find I couldn't hear myself if I would if I would just be singing to the people. So when we did it in front of the Economy Shoe Shop, I would look at a flagpole and like aim my voice at like right underneath the flagpole, the thing that the flag's sticking out of, and hopefully it bounces off of them. And I mean, we made hundreds of dollars some nights, so it
Jesus.
wasn't like
Is the shoe shop just really that bitchin' of a place?
on a Saturday, yeah.
On Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday's a really good night to go busking in front of the Economy Shoe Shop.
Oh, I thought, no, didn't you guys play at the shoe shop in the basement?
Yeah, that was my last show as a Ponchkin member. We also cleared some bank. It was a Thursday, and the next day was a holiday, so everyone came out.
Oh.
There was like hundreds of people there. It was kind of crazy.
Damn, that's probably the thing to do. Jesus.
Yep. And oh god damn, Chris Halaf did a. I hope I'm saying your name right, sir. But he was doing stand up like he did half an hour before we went on,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
No one like it?
not that no one liked it, but I think everyone came expecting to see the Ponchkin,
Yeah.
and we were just there early or late for a comedy show. I forget what holiday it was. It was something in November. It's probably Remembrance Day. In retrospect.
Is that all they do? They only do Thursdays and Sundays in the basement for shows?
No, you go down there on a Saturday. It's pretty busy.
Really?
Yep, Saturdays.
I've only
lit.
ever been there on a Sunday for like the Sunday sesh.
I
That's
think
it.
I've been there on a Friday. I don't know if I've ever been there on a Friday, but I've definitely been there on multiple Saturdays because people just like, what are you saying? Oh, come, or they won't even ask. They'll just be like, come down to, yup, I'll see you.
Yerp.
You're,
You know, at that point, it's literally just, that's how people are going to communicate now. Just, yerp,
you're,
yerp.
come to the window. You're,
Yerp. I love that, though. It's literally just slang for you heard.
yep.
And I would originally write it as Y apostrophe EARD, like yerd, like you heard, right?
Yeah.
And now people always, that's literally what it is. People would just be like, you heard? Or yerd?
You're,
And now it's just, everyone spells it as YURRRRD. Yerd.
yep.
I love that. You ever watch that that video of the guy rolling up to the
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You're 1278.
Yep.
What? What happened? 1278.
I didn't know it's 1278.
I didn't
You're
even my
the
order. It's
only
like,
one
yeah,
who
that comes in at 2:55, screaming, yeah. I love that.
He's got his order memorized and everything. That's
Yeah.
like some quality service.
Yeah, that's why he needed. He's like, damn, you need a raise, baby. But you know what? Let me get a chocolate shake. Yeah, since you know everything, quit messing with me, boy. You're lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
No, that's way too
It's
good.
tremendous.
I love stuff like that. Oh, I feel like even with other people at shows, it's like I'll know if they don't change up their set list ever, and if I go see them from like one show to the next, and they're just doing the same set list, I'm like, he's doing that song. It's very yeah. A few people are very cookie cutter. Will say that, and it's like they never change the set list. So if you go to one show, you go to them all.
Yeah.
And it's like, pick new songs.
Yeah. A part of it, I think, is just a genre thing, which is maybe why I like doing so many different genres. Because like, respectfully, I hear a blues song in 3 different chords, and it's like, okay.
Watch your tone,
Is
Mr.
there a
No kidding.
blues song in any other of those, not 3 of those chords? Celtic music, same thing. I just find it's the same 3 chords. And a lot of blues artists double as Celtic artists.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they just switch between genres, but they don't. The chord progression is the same, but they just play it with a different strum pattern or a different.
I would have said country and blues.
Oh,
but
country.
Celtic.
I'd just leave.
I like country. What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm not a country guy.
I be playing my Waylon Jennings.
That's uniquely you though, because you actually do.
Uniquely me.
You go outside of the box of
I'm not-
blues, jazz, and country. You go outside of the box of those things. Some people just have 2 genres
I'll
that they
hit you
play
with
the same
hit
songs.
you with the
as.
dad rock and the alt rock too.
Yeah, see, you got 5 things going for you.
Yeah, and
Some people just play ding diddling.
and then pop as well.
Yeah.
And that will just be like Michael Jackson. Yeah. Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on. Oh, that's a wild
And
one.
then you're like, what?
Yeah, it's like back out. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's so good. Because it's not supposed to come out of it's not supposed to come out of this.
what do you mean?
You look at this finely knit package and it's like, that's not what that's supposed to do.
That's not what this is.
It's like, dude, it's like buying a poster that sells timeshares. Like, it's not supposed to do that. It's like an empty water bottle with, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think there was anything in that.
Stop. God damn it.
That's part of the intrigue of doing like these like Alicia Keys. I do that Alicia Keys cover.
Which one?
If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want it all. You never heard me do that?
No, I don't think.
Okay, well, maybe next time.
And then you whip out like, nothing else matters.
Yeah, exactly. People, like, here's the thing. That song should not work at a bar, but people always love that
It's a
song.
staple song now.
Yes, it is.
It's like, oh, Metallica.
Yeah.
And that's what people are going to draw to. That's why I'll be like, oh, we're going to do Michael Jackson. They'll be like, oh, Michael Jackson. And then I'll just, like, go to Black Keys, and they'll be like, oh, Black Keys. Or then I'll go to the Sheepdogs, they're like, oh, Sheepdogs.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll be like, here's Tom Petty. Oh, Tom Petty. I'll just hit the old ones. And then I'm like, any country fans? We're going to do some Waylon Jennings. And then you get a few people like...
Bye, baby. Fuck with you.
And then you get a few... And then all of a sudden you just mind your business, start playing. Then you're like, on a Greyhound bus. And everyone's just like, whoa.
I've been a fool.
Yeah, I've been a fool. I gotta hit him with that.
Yeah.
I've been a fool. It's wild to do that. Because I'm not used to singing that low. And I like... I've been a fool. I gotta go down there. And it's
I've been a fool.
It's wild.
I've been a fool for giving you
Each time you done me wrong. I've been a long time leaving, but I've been a long time gone. I love that.
I'm over here butchering the lyrics on the podcast. How
No,
dare
you're
I?
straight, bro.
Okay.
That was the first Waylon song I learned. I played with a what's the best way to describe them? Alt folk country. I played with them on New Year's Eve, and 3 of the songs are from the same Waylon album, "Dreaming My Dreams." It was "Been a Long Time Leaving." It was "Let's All Help the Cowboys Sing the Blues," and "Waymore's Blues." So I first learned "Been a Long Time Leaving," then I learned Waymore's. Then I just started learning a bunch of different songs. Because I was like, I got these 2. I gotta learn more. People are gonna get bored after these 2.
Yep.
So then I started learning a lot more, especially because good old Cecil McDougall.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, not yet. He's getting inducted in September. Inductee, yeah.
Yes.
He's getting inducted in September, and I'm double booked that weekend, and I can't go up to Truro.
Oof.
I'm so upset. I'm like, someone film it, start to finish.
Facebook Live.
Gwen, Facebook Live, start to finish.
Just
Dawn,
put that
Facebook
voice
Live.
memo in your pocket and just
Yeah.
let me listen to it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Make
But
sure
every
you
time
put it
I-
on the stage or something. Make sure you get good quality reception. I don't want to hear because you're rustling about in the leaves. If you got to go to the bathroom, just make sure you have a good place to put it. Don't go to the bathroom. Just bring a bottle with you. With it. Maybe cut a garden hose in the quarters.
Every time I'm at the Staggers open mics, if Cecil's there, he's like, "You playing any Waylon today, Mike?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll play Waylon today."
What are you gonna say?
And then I'll be like, "All right." So Cecil asked me if I'm playing Waylon, so I'm playing Waylon.
Yep.
And then he's over there. You gotta keep Waylon alive.
Man, remember that? Were you there the time when I went outside and some stranger gave me an edible?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
I was fine. I felt.
We're fine, and then it kicked in mid songs.
No, it wasn't that. It kicked in while Cecil asked me. Well, he actually told me, "Here, play my guitar." I was like, oh, okay. And I was putting it on, and I was like, whoopsie daisy. Okay, do this nice and slow. This is a Hall of Fame guitar right here.
Oh, dear Jesus.
And I was like, okay, no one will even notice if I don't talk too much.
Man,
I'll just do this
man
thing
just goes
slow.
non-verbal.
Yeah, basically. Basically, because it hit me like a ton of bricks immediately.
Hey, I guess it hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah, oh, it hit. Then I
I fell
started
through
trying to
this
talk.
crack and I kind of lost my head. That's you right there.
Yeah. Oh,
And then all of a sudden you're literally just, you get back in your chair when you're done, you're literally just like,
you know what? I remember. No.
you were just out. You were out.
My chin did not go.
No, you were
to my
bopping
chest.
your head like, you were bopping your head like this, but then you were out. You were like,
Dude, I remember.
bro was sleep. I was there.
No.
Me,
here's
Cam, and
what
Shani
happened.
were all there, and we were
Here's
just
what
like,
happened.
he
My
is out.
eyelids, my eyes hurt. My eyes, everything was too bright, and I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here like this. I sat there like, not my arms crossed, but I was just like this, and then I would like open up every once in a nope, not ready yet. Not ready yet. It's too bright.
It's too bright.
It's too bright. The sensations were too great for my conscience to handle.
Edible so hard turned the man non-verbal and had sensory issues.
I couldn't process the sensors. I'm sorry. Kept my eyes closed for the most part because I was like, oh.
And then I go, Shani. She goes, what? I go, I point at you, and she's like, and then Cam goes, just they're both like peering over, looking at you. I'm like, he's out. And then you're just like, you just smirk a little bit.
Yeah.
They're losing.
I know.
it.
I was so aware of everything going on around me.
Yeah.
But it was just like literally too much.
This man got sensory overload.
All too much. I
What's
don't think I ate
hilarious
before
is
I
you would
went out
occasionally
either.
Snapchat, and then like I'd look at your stories, and it was we were there, and it's just you had to be there. It's like, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You had to be there. I'm
You
like,
had to be there.
bro, you were like out for half of it.
I was there. I was multitasking.
Bro said you had to be there. He's talking about himself.
Yeah. I was there for about for the first probably 20 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Went outside, ate an edible from a stranger.
Bro entered the astral plane.
I don't know what I entered. It was like a black hole. It was a black hole moving at the speed of sound. Is what that was.
Oh Jesus, the speed of sound.
It was like okay, it was slow as cold molasses, but it was definitely a black hole because I could not open my eyes. My eyes were dry.
This is why we don't take random edibles from people on Portland Street.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
No.
So this will be fun.
Man's got PTSD after that now. He goes to Staggers. He's always looking around. He's like, is that fucker gonna give me another one?
Where's Douglas? Whatever his name was.
Is that his name?
I have no idea.
It's like, where's that Carl?
I have no idea.
Where's Carl? He gives me an edible. I'll fucking throw hands.
Someone else took it with me. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't know them. It was just like, okay, well, they're taking it and they're going back in. Should be fun.
Yeah, no, bro, you ain't ready for the Dartmouth drugs.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I ain't ready for the Dartmouth drugs. I ain't ready for normal drugs.
Homeboy made that shit with battery acid or
with
freaking Drano.
That's the same thing. No, my bad. Super Drain is the same as battery acid. Drano is just a bunch of base.
Yeah. Some refrigerated battery juice.
Some refrigerated sulfuric acid. Yeah. Bro did it with that. Killed me for half a second.
Yeah. Oh, I was. Take it to the next level.
Take it to the limit. Push more it to time. The limit. Now you know that song, "Take It to the Limit" by the Eagles?
No.
Take it to the limit.
Oh.
Take it to the limit. Yeah. I like the Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson version more than the original.
Talk that white boy shit.
Talk that white boy shit.
What?
It's like I like the country rendition. Talk that white boy shit, dog.
Talk that white boy shit.
But I just find the Waylon and Willie version nicer to listen to, opposing to the Eagles. And a lot of people look at me like I got two heads or something like that. They're like, "What do you mean? It's the Eagles." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's Waylon and Willie."
It is Waylon and Willie. I know who Waylon and Willie are.
You know, Cecil actually met them.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, it hit me like, oh damn, he met Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. And then it's just like, this guy met Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. Yeah.
He is one of. Have you? No.
No.
Yes.
Waylon's dead.
Oh.
Waylon's been dead since 2002. Willie's still kicking. He's in his 90s.
You know what? Here's the thing. Willie would have taken the edible, so he would have taken the Portland Street edibles. I'm telling you.
Boy, if you don't.
I'm telling you. I challenge anybody to
Snoop Dogg wouldn't withstand
Willie Nelson an edible from Portland Street.
No, Snoop Dogg wouldn't stand against a Portland Street edible. I'd put him on his ass.
Man, was it you who told me the after party at Economy Shoe Shop?
No, it was either Dirty Nellies or Toothy Moose.
It was definitely Toothy.
Yeah, and it was $400 to get into the after party.
Because that's the fine for smoking indoors.
Yep.
So it was like $400 for the after party. Support local.
Slide
the bouncer $400.
Paying your fines. There you go.
Yeah.
Prepay the fine and then just go nuts. Yeah. I found that funny. You just go pay $400 and then just like there's this giant. The place is filled to the brim because it's Snoop Dogg, for crying out loud. Yeah. I think the Trailer Park Boys were there too. And then all of a sudden, cops coming in just finding everybody, trying not to get absolutely blasted from all the smoke.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, here's the fines. It's like, okay, this should cover it.
All right. This is everybody.
It's like $2 million. All right, that's everybody. There you go. It's like,
you bring that money in the studio. I mean, the station. It's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you guys doing over there?
Everyone smoked in the building.
Yeah, the money is. This is drug money. No, it's not. It's not drug money. It's fine money.
Yes, it's fine money for people to smoke drugs.
Yes. So we will not be going back there.
I am kind of blasted right now.
I need to go to the bathroom. Anyone having a Gibson acoustic?
Anyone got Visine? Anyone got warm milk?
Bring me some warm milk.
Oh, he needs some milk.
2% chocolate milk for the biracials, please. Thank 2%? You.
2%? Oh, we gotta cut it here. Goddamn, that is... Bro is wildin'. Alright, we done here. We done here. This is episode 4. Jaethoven, the raunchy individual. I'm your host, Michael Butts. We're signing off.